Babies! It's your girl Paris Simone or whatever, and today I felt like it'd be a good idea to do some story times on my How to Innocently Seduce Them videos because I've actually used these tips. They've actually worked for me, and so I just wanted to share with you guys what happened in those situations because they're kind of cute and funny, and I feel like you guys would love it. So let's get into it. Okay, so if you guys want to see all of my Innocently Seduce Them videos, I have some parts of them up on YouTube, and I also have all of the parts up on my TikTok, so you guys can go check those out. But the first one we're going to be talking about today is part 2. So if you haven't seen that one, go check it out after this video. So for my How to Innocently Seduce Them video, part 2 is basically where I like throw clothes across the camera. And I was in a relationship, and it was like kind of in the beginning of the relationship, like we were dating, but like we had just started like officially dating. And you know, I was playing like all innocent, like he was like the F-boy in the town, you know, I was like the sweet girl, you know, but I knew what I was doing. He didn't know I knew what I was doing, you feel me? So, you know, we were on the phone like talking, I'm all sweet, like, yeah, like whatever, like, you know, like playing it cute. And he doing what he do. And so I was like, I'm gonna change, like I'm gonna get ready for bed, whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna just step out the camera real quick. And he like, okay, cool. So he's like playing the game or something. And I just acted like I was just getting changed. Like I was just acting like my laundry basket was like on this side of the room. So I just started throwing. I threw my t-shirt and then my bra. Homeboy was like, and it's like he was trying to be like, he wasn't trying to corrupt me, you know, like he was trying to like, I'm the little innocent girl, you know, he messy, whatever, but like, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't trying to be the one to pressure for anything. So he didn't want to make it obvious that like it was making him feel some type of way or that he's seen it. So he kept like, like kept doing that. And of course, I'm sitting here watching the whole time. Like, I know what I'm doing. He just can't see me. But I'm sitting there in the camera like, ah, guys, you see me through my panties? Like, stuff like that. It was so funny. And then I got back in the camera like nothing happened. And I'm in my pajamas. And I sit down and I'm like, you know, talking or whatever. Like, just like nothing happened. And he was just like... When I tell you, wrapped around the finger. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so the next one is part 3 of my How to Innocently Seduce Them video. And this one, I kind of do this a lot, but like a significant story where like I really got a reaction was this time, I think it probably freshman year. I was talking to this other boy. We were kind of like on and off, just like talking like, we were best friends at the time. Like, we were best friends. We didn't know whatever. But we were best friends. And so we were in class one day. And the way our classroom was set up is like, there's 2 sides of the classroom. The teacher's desk is in the middle. And then there's this side, and there's desk all the way between. And the desks are facing the middle of the classroom. So I'm facing everyone on this side. They're facing me, you know? So I'm sitting in the front row right in the middle. And my best friend at the time is sitting in the front row right in the middle too. We're right across from each other. And we had this test. You know, in high school, you can't talk. You can't go on your phones. You got to be really, really quiet. Even if you finish your test, you just got to kind of sit there and wait, you know? So we were taking our test, right? I'm, you know, being a good student, doing what it do, you know, just writing down the correct answers, A+, whatever. And he's sitting across from me. And so I see him like doing his test too. And I'm just thinking like, he a little too focused on his test and not me. Like, I'm sitting here right in front of him and he's just doing his test. Like, look at me, you know? So, you know, I had to do a little song. I had to play it cool. So while he's doing his test, you know, I like put back my hair and I was like, just like doing this, like just rubbing my shoulder, like, oh my God, my shoulder is so sore. I wasn't saying that, but you know, I was just, you know, playing it like that and like doing this and stuff. And I just like, you know, I'm still doing my test. So I'm like writing and doing this at the same time, like whatever. And, you know, I look up. And I just see him sitting in his desk, like shaking his leg. Just. And I'm just like, you know, like Because you know how, like, okay, when somebody likes you and they're staring at you, boys stare a lot. I don't know what it is. They cannot help it. They have to stare. If they like you, they will stare at you all day, every day. Usually, if you're staring at me and I catch you staring at me, usually you'll look away real quick, because what are you staring at me for? He did not look away. He was just, he was just like, I was like, oh my God, I'm trying to focus on my test. Like, do your test. Like, stop. So the next part is part 4 of my How to Innocently Seduce Them videos. This one is a little more recent. This one happened like 6 months ago. I was talking to this boy that went to my school. And he lived on campus. I didn't. So he invited me over to his place. You know, I'm like, oh my God, this is my first time talking to a guy who doesn't live with his parents. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go to his place. Like, oh my God, whatever. So I go to his place. We're having a little date. You know, he made me like chicken nuggets. We're not gonna go into details about how horrible this boy treated me. Ignore, okay? He made me chicken nuggets and we had like water. And we were sitting on his couch watching Netflix. And it was cute. I liked it. Like, I know it's not a gourmet meal, but it was cute. We had always talked about how we liked Dino nuggets. So he made me Dino nuggets. Okay, anyway, whatever. We're sitting down on the couch. He's sitting like straight forward, like how I'm sitting right now, right? And I'm sitting right next to him. So as I'm like sitting, he kind of lifts up my legs and puts my legs across his lap going this way. I don't know if that makes sense. So we're sitting down and you know, I already know it is. Like, I'm trying to get him to really like me, you know. I'm not going to kiss him. I'm not going to do nothing with him. I'm just really going to tease him, you know. First date, you know, you play it real sweet, whatever. So I'm like, me and him are like talking. We were watching a movie and then I kind of like made it to where we could have a conversation, because I'm not just going to sit here and watch a movie with you and not get to know you, you know? So we're sitting watching this movie and I start talking to him and I look at him. We're like talking and he like takes a drink of his water. Mind you, I'm like really close to him. Like, I'm really close because I'm trying to like seduce him, you know, whatever. He takes a drink of his water, puts his water down, and he keeps talking and he had water on his lip. So I'm like, oh, game time. Like, this is the perfect opportunity. So as he's talking and telling me the story, I was like, oh yeah, like listening. And I just like kind of like wiped his lip like that. And he was just like, he was just like, and like, I'm playing it cool. Like, I was just wiping water off your lip. I'm like, anyway, yeah, but anyway, what were you saying? Like, what? You had water on your lip. And he was just like, what? Like, I know he wanted to kiss me. I know he wanted to kiss me. Just sorry. I just had to play it cute, you know, like, I didn't know any better. Like, I was just trying to help you have water on your lip. That's all, you know? Okay, so the last one is part 19. And this one involves the boy from part 3, where I was talking about we were in class and I was rubbing my shoulder. This is the same boy. This is like a year later. So, like I said before, me and him were like best friends. And then after like me and him kind of stopped talking, we kind of had this like really like love-hate relationship to each other in public. We were so mean to each other. Like, we were not nice to each other, like, at all. You would think we did not like each other. But if any of us were like going through something, like, he would text me like, hey, are you okay? Or like, I would text him like, hey, you good? Like, stuff like, it was still to this day, I want him a little bit. Like, I just want him a little bit, because we never actually got to like have each other. And I don't necessarily want to have him, but I just want to be open with like, you like me, I like you. Like, why? You know, and me and him still to this day, like, will be on and off sometimes. Like, when I first got out of a relationship, he hit me up and I was just like, you already know the deal, but then it didn't work. Like, it just never works. I don't know what it is, but we always end up coming back to each other. Anyway, whatever. We're not like close at all. Like, I don't want to say coming back to each other, but we always end up re-involved with each other in some way. It's weird. But it never works. But anyway, that's not what I'm saying. Whatever. He's whatever. Anyway, so this was like a year after that last story I told you guys. And me and him had this really strong love-hate relationship. Like, we were not nice to each other, like, in public. And like at this time, I don't know, I was just feeling real bold to say, I was like, he acts all hard, like talking about me, whatever, being mean, but I feel like I can make him nervous. Like I feel like I make him nervous. Like he thinks he's all hard. Let's see if he's really that hard, you know? So we had English class together. I really hope he does not watch this because he's gonna know. If you're watching it, I want you. Like, hit me up. Like, for real. And don't play with me. Okay, anyway. So, stop, Paris. Anyway, so we had English class together. And our teacher wasn't in the classroom yet. So, we were just waiting outside in the hallway. And it was, like, only him and me right there. There were other people, but they weren't, like, it wasn't a lot of people. So, I was, like, felt more comfortable being a little bit bold because nobody was around. And because nobody was around, I knew he wasn't going to be as much of like an a-hole because it's just him. You know what I mean? So me and him are talking. I'm like, so you don't want me? Like, you don't like me no more? Like, it's really just like that? And he's like, yeah, like, no, like, I don't like you, whatever. He trying to act all hard. And I'm like, really? Like, I feel like you do. And he's like, what are you talking about, Paris? Like, stop. Like, no, I don't. And so I put my, I said, do I make you nervous? And while I said that, I went and put my hand on his chest. And I was like, do I make you nervous? And I'm like looking up at him because he's really tall. And he's like, no, like you don't. Like, no, like, what are you talking about? No. And he like backs up and I grabbed like the collar of his shirt and like pulled him into my, into me, but I like went around to whisper in his ear. Oh my God, I'm bold. I pulled him in and I go, then why is your heart beating so fast? Oh my God. Can't tell me it's nobody cleaner. Can't tell me it's nobody cleaner. Nobody cleaner. When I tell you, oh boy was like, and then I just walked away and looked at him like, because I'm good. I got it like that. I'm really just good at it. Wow. I'm smooth with it. Yeah. It's crazy because I be thinking I'm shy. The only thing is I won't do this with a guy that I don't know likes me. I'll only do this if we've established that we like each other. You know, like we've had something in the past or like I can tell fully that you like me. I'm not that bold to just do it to a stranger, honestly. Maybe one day I'll get to that point, but I'm really not. You kind of got to already be mine for me to be moving like that. But yeah, those are some story times on my How to Innocently Seduce Them videos. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to hear more story times, let me know. And if you guys want more How to Innocently Seduce Them videos, let me know as well. Also, comment below like whatever type of videos you guys want to see. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. I love you guys so much. I've been reading all of your comments. I try to respond to as many as possible. You guys are literally the sweetest and I appreciate you guys so much. So thank you for always being so kind. I hope you guys are happy and healthy and growing in your life. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.